Really amazing. So, in the meantime, let's meet our next speaker, Ahmadkhoja Abrorhajayev, who has also something to say about different ways of thinking. Now, you can clap now. Thank
you. Imagine for a second that everything you have disappeared. Think about of an act. How many people are born and how many people die? Imagine for a second moment of your life that your all loved ones have faded away from your life. Imagine for a second that every functionality of your body started to disobey you. And ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a pretty linked and time-requiring question that for the answer, it might take hours, days, months, or even years to come up with. How would you feel in this situation? How would you respond to those circumstances? And how and what will be your first steps to take? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ahmadkhoja Abrorhajayev. I'm a student at Target International School, class of 2025. I'm truly happy to see you all here sitting, and it's an honor for me to stand in front of you and talk about the thing that I want you to express to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just some clarifications. My performance is not about to represent you something. It's not really about to show you something. It's more like based on reminding. Based on reminding, a very small skill that I want you to remind to do it all the time. An ability that we all here, ladies and gentlemen, know how to do it. But unfortunately, for some reasons, we tend to forget about it. And this thing is to value, to respect, to appreciate every second, every day of your life. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have everything. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember my topic, my topic's title is going to be about open your eyes. And what do I mean by saying that? Why I specifically emphasize on that point? I just want you to realize how rich you are in many perspectives and what you can do. And I want you to stop claiming about the problems in your life, that you can't do anything. I just want you to appreciate everything you have in your life. And as a proof, let me ask you a question that will serve as a great reason. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have, raise your hands those, if you have a car, whether it's the family one, whether it's the cheapest one, if you have a car, please raise your hand. A car. Okay, thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I said family car, you with your family, with your friends, or with your loved ones, you can go anywhere you want. Whether it's a mountain, restaurant, or very peaceful and nice place to have a very quality time with somebody. But we usually see on social media, news, magazines, newspaper, that we see in a totally another hemisphere of the earth. There are people who make themselves to walk for long distances, sweating and struggling in their way. And have you thought, what is the purpose of that? Of course, the reasons varies. But the most common one, to earn money. To at least be financially capable of affording something. For example, a piece of bread, a sip of water. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now here. If you get thirsty, you can go to any convenience store, supermarket, any place you want. Just go there, pay your money, and get your bottle of water and drink it. If you're hungry, you can go to any nearest restaurant or cafe and have something. But ladies and gentlemen, just think about people who can't even do that. People who's still living in that situation. And the reason I'm not showing in front of you something like pictures or data or experience, because it's so obvious. Because it's so obvious that it literally doesn't take anything much effort to think about it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you totally another question. If you can move your body, please raise your both hands. If you can clap one time. If you can speak, say thank you.
Thank you.
Louder.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, louder.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, people, there are many disabled people who lack the several body functionalities that you, ladies and gentlemen, now have. When I first asked you to raise your both hands, there are people who can't do it. People who can't physically hold something. When I said you to say thank you, there are many people who can't even speak. Through their life, they didn't even express it, a word or opinion out of their mouth. There are people sitting in a wheelchair, looking in the mirror, looking at ordinary people walking down the street and getting jealous, envious, complaining about life, wishing if they could walk like them. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is factual. And I'm pretty sure that many of you can go anywhere you want, anytime you want, with anybody you want. If it's true, please raise your hand. If you can go anywhere you want or something. But for those who are under 14 or 15, like as long as your parents or somebody who looks after you have an permission, of course. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I can continue for hours. I can list to many factors. But the main purpose, as I said before, to remind you a skill, an ability that you, ladies and gentlemen, all here can do it. And it's respecting and valuing things that you already have. Now, I do understand that it's totally natural to compare yourself. Now, it is totally okay to compare yourself, especially if you're a teenager. I do understand that it's a totally natural behavior. But ladies and gentlemen, in this situation, I just want you to remember my words. That even if you think that you have less, be grateful for the fact that you have right now. And at the end of my speech, I would like to end this performance with a quote by Noel Dezo. I'm sorry, he has a pretty hard name to pronounce. And this quote is very unique. Because it says, search for more, but love what you have. Thank you very much.